Yun. So as I egress the Ishmael Bernal Gallery dito sa Everything's Fine. So onting nag-ano lang din ako for sanity is I'm talking to myself. And siguro better way than to record it spontaneously kung paano din yung idea ko pagdating sa kay Bernal as a filmmaker is parang minsan kasi the thing about how we study cinema ngayon is it's always carried over by this idea na merong auteur dun sa ating mga filmmakers in the 70s and yung mga greats na tinatawag like Bernal and Broca. Wala pa akong nababasa na outright na paraan kung paano natukoy yung authoristic style ni Bernal. Kasi even with the canonical works, canonical, yung laging tinuturo na panimula like Himala, Manila by Night, even Ano na sa Tubig, parang iba-iba yung approaches niya. I mean, think of it na parang iba-iba din yung genres kung saan siya talagang kumita, kung saan talaga siya nakilala. And even with Manila by Night, Himala, and Donal sa Tubig, yung tatlong laging examples sa mga pelikula niya, iba-iba din yung approaches. May documentary style with Manila by Night, masayang pang may new wave elements, tsaka sariling style ng cinematic elements dun sa Donal sa Tubig. And then with Himala naman ay kakaiba din yung kanyang pag-experiment with the form. Iba-iba din I mean, yung i-pace, iba-iba yung paraan niya ng paglalahad ng kwento, iba-iba yung perspectives. So, given na iba-iba din yung genres, parang mainly, siguro yung common na thread sa mga pelikula niya is laging ang protagonist niya more often than not, I would say siguro 70 to 80% ng films niya ang nagbibida ay mga kababaihan. O kung hindi man babae yung bida, babae o bading, yung mga malalakas na forces dun sa pelikula, may agency, ganyan. So, sabing mas may empowering elements pagdating sa usapin ng gender. Not to say na gender lang yung chinichika niya, no? I'd say nga even na parang even at that point, alam na rin niya kung paano mag-produce ng intersections pagdating dun sa various identities. Pero siguro, at that time, at kahit sa kanyang caliber at sa kanyang intelligence, hindi niya nahihiwala yung mga ganong aspects ng pagkatao. Kasi he's an artist. And as artist ay, di ba yun parang sinasabi din niya sa ilang quotes, even dun sa Pro Bernal Antibayo na there's a responsibility, there's, you have to show something true, di ba, about the human condition. Kasi otherwise, sayang naman yung pelikula mo. I mean, kahit pa sa unang pelikula niya, which is pagdating sa dulo, yun naman yung chika niya. So parang, with that manifesto, you'd get to see kung ano din yung kanyang pakay. With Bomba, yung binibenta dito sa Everything's Fine na Ishmael Bernal book, yung kanyang mga essays na compiled, and then how he did pagdating sa dulo. It was a striking debut. Some would say even his, yung isa sa peak ng cinema ever ay yung director nun ay si Eddie Garcia, na yung character na nagsasabi kung ano yung kanyang palagay pagdating sa sine, ano yung dapat na nilalaman ng sine. It's a manifesto in a way na makikita mo kung paano din niya pinakita sa kanyang films eventually. Not shying away from sexuality, not shying away from various social dilemmas, social conditions. And always, I think yung kanyang signature style, I would say, is always merong pag-i-interrogate na ginagawa doon sa kanyang mga pelikula. Hindi siya outright nagbibigay ng solution, pero nag-iiwan siya ng mga tanong. I think that's also something na pwede mong isipin pagdating kina Broca at Bernal, na Broca tends to always give answers and solutions, whereas Bernal it's left to us, it's left to the audience. And I think that's a much more cinematic, sorry naman, pero I think that's a much more cinematic way of dealing with it, na you allow the audience to engage with the material and come up with their own answers, think of the films eventually, and then when they're faced with the same dilemmas ay mapag-isipan din nila kung ano yung mga pwedeng gawin dito sa lipunan. Especially as Ronald Baitan would say dun sa kanyang director's profile, dun sa direct na book, na si Bernal ay nag-aano din parang meron siyang, ano ba yung sinabi niya doon? Merong pagtatanong, pero at the same time, yung social issues ay parang condition din siya. Social conditions natin ay bunga din ng ating neo-colonial condition. Ano ba yung nangyari sa atin from many generations and many centuries of colonization, at how are we coping with it, no? Syempre with our own ways, yung mga sarili nating mga paraan. Paano din na kunyari yung ending ng Aliw, yung mga sariling mga babae, iba-iba yung paraan nila kung paano humarap doon sa problema. May naglasing, merong nag-walk away, merong biglang nag-narrate sa kanyang isip, tapos nag-decide na bumalik kung saan man siya talaga pinaka kumikita, ano na yung kasiyahan niya sa buhay. It's not to say that we're stuck, it's to say na we can get unstuck. What? We can get solutions by ourselves. Kanya-kanya din ang paraan kung paano makaka-get by. Pero it always comes through with questioning our positionalities, questioning where we are as people. And I think that's important at the end of the day, na magpatuloy sa pagtatanong, pero at the same time, hindi ka lang magtatanong, magsisika din ng sagot. So that's, I think, what is the relevance of Bernal even sa ngayon. And I'm very glad with this archive which ran from, with this exhibit which ran from mid-June hanggang ngayong early August, na people are really engaging with it, especially dun sa discussion points namin nung screenings. And I'd say naging successful naman din kami doon sa archive presentation, kasi especially when the films were being shown, yung primary work naman din ni Ishmael Bernal, audiences were really talking about it still, kahit yung mga bagets, lalo na yung puro bagets din kasi yung nanood, and nagbibigay sila ng mga impressions. And I think yun din naman yung yung goal dito, na to continue the conversation, continue the engagement with the archive. Kasi kung hindi, parang wala, magiging barren lang din yung mga works. Pero hindi naman din kami perfect ni Ina dun sa insights and dun sa mga naging pamamaraan namin. We learn as we go, as we say. Pero the audiences really, pinatunayan sa amin na there's a continuing relevance to Ishmael Bernal. But at the same time, there's a continuing conversation based din dun sa kanyang mga na ipalaganap dun sa kanyang mga pelikula. So I guess on top of everything, it's a success. And it's a continuing success. I think we're gonna continue with it, especially gaining insights, gaining kung ano pa yung conversations na pwedeng mag-spring dito sa conversations, guerrilla conversations, and then the Ishma legacy, kasi really, hindi naman talaga siya parang pagbibigay-pugay sa isang author. It's acknowledging na he had to contend with the times, yung numerous factors na naka-apekto sa kung paano siya gumawa. What was the drive for him to continue despite the hardships and siguro disappointments and frustrations. And eventually, yung yung pagpapatuloy nung ganun yung pagko-question is something na mahalaga ding nangyayari. Kasi hanggang ngayon we still grapple with the things na nai-present niya dun sa kanyang mga pelikula. And I'd say, masaya din na getting to hear na nabubuhay ang Philippine cinema with it. Means hindi siya, walang dead end para sa legacy at sa mga works ni Ishma. So I hope makapag-engage din pa ang mas maraming tao at makapag-converse about the cinema of Ishmael Bernal, and siguro mapukaw din sila in continuing with struggles in the society at large. I guess as artists, cultural workers, yun naman din yung aim natin forever, na itong mga gantong pagpupunyagi ay merong mararating sa pangmalawakang material na realidad na meron tayo sa bansa. So I'm Gio. I'm one of the curators of this exhibit, and it's going down. Bababa na yung archive na to. Yun lang, just babbling just so while I continue ay meron akong kausap. So that's it, and we love you, Ishmael Bernal. We love the cinema that you have created.